We are going to discuss temperature control in this segment of the course. To prevent foodborne illness in catering, the temperature is strictly controlled. Food supervisors ensure staff rigorously obey the laws and regulations on food temperatures to keep food safe. Let's know more about this in this video. It's a simple law when it comes to temperature and food. If you can control the temperature, you can control the bacteria and prevent foodborne illness. In the danger zone, 5 to 63 degrees centigrade, bacteria multiply exponentially. Store cold foods below 5 degrees centigrade and cooked food above 63 degrees centigrade. These guidelines exist to stop contamination and cross-contamination. Let's look at the preventative measures you must use, starting with thawing foods. Food must be thawed thoroughly. When food is frozen, bacteria or spores inside become dormant. They get activated by rising temperatures. If food isn't thawed correctly, cooking won't destroy all the bacteria. Thawing is performed by allowing food to rest at room temperature, then holding it under running water. Lastly, by microwaving it between 10 degrees centigrade to 15 degrees centigrade. The thawing of meat or poultry should be done away from other food to prevent contact with juices. Treat defrosted food as fresh food and refrigerate or prepare it immediately. Digital probe thermometers are used to check safe cooking temperatures. Checking is done by inserting the thermometer into the thickest part of the meat. Digital probe thermometers can be calibrated by placing them in ice to check if it reads 0 degrees centigrade and in boiling water for 100 degrees centigrade. 1 degrees centigrade of variation is usually allowable. Cooking should be continued until safe temperatures are reached. Remember to clean and disinfect the thermometer after use. For frozen delivered food, test them on the spot and place them in fresh storage within 20 minutes. Check frozen food for freshness, temperature, color, smell, and proper packaging. Deliveries must be recorded for traceability. Remember, when refrigerating, maintain space between foods for air circulation. Never overload. Never place food in front of cooling units. Rotate stock to use the oldest first. Check use-by dates daily. Immediately remove out-of-date food. Seal opened or part-used food and labeled non-metallic use within 48 hours. Destroy food stored at above 8 degrees centigrade for over 4 hours. Never keep open tins and fridges. Freezers must be maintained at between -18 degrees centigrade and -22 degrees centigrade. If fridge temperatures are too high, it should be immediately reported to the supervisor. If you can't fix the problem, call an engineer. When reheating, the same temperature guidelines used for cooking must be followed. Only reheat food once, and don't cool food for more than 2 hours. You can use a blast chiller, ice bath or fan to accelerate the process. Run cold. Clean water over boiled eggs, potatoes, rice or cooked vegetables. Or spray plastic-covered meat with water. Decant larger batches of pot-cooked meals into smaller portions. Keep cooked food covered and away from high-risk foods while cooling, then store it below 5 degrees centigrade. Never put hot food straight into a refrigerator. A term you should know about is hot holding, which means storing ready-to-eat food above 63 degrees centigrade. Even at this temperature, food must be discarded after 2 hours and must be covered while in the cabinet. Supervisors should ensure food temperature is taken while placing it into the cabinet, and when the 2-hour limit is approaching. Cold holding involves chilling ready-to-eat food while it's sold or served. If food temperature rises above 8 degrees centigrade, it should be discarded before 4 hours is up. Refrigerated units should be run at between 1 degrees centigrade to 4 degrees centigrade and checked at regular intervals. The cook-chill technique is designed to allow flexibility while selling and serving cooked food. Food is cooked, then quickly chilled and stored at a controlled temperature for no more than 5 days, and can be reheated once before the service. During cook-chill, food temperature is reduced from 70 degrees centigrade to -3 degrees centigrade within 90 minutes. Blast chillers can be used. These have two setting options. Hard chill, below freezing for dense foods. Soft chill, milder for fragile foods. Blast chillers should be stainless steel, easy to clean, and have a solid door seal. If cooked food is left out at room temperature, bacteria will quickly start to grow. This is time abuse. Within 2 hours, food is risky, and after 4, completely unsafe. The best way to prevent this is to use systematically checked thermometers. To summarize, bacteria can't grow outside the danger zone of 5 to 63 degrees centigrade. In consequence, you must store or display hot food above the upper limit to kill bacteria. Cold food below the lower limit to slow bacterial growth. Refrigeration slows bacterial growth substantially, but not totally. Food will go off eventually. Freezing food at -18 degrees centigrade or below stops all bacterial growth. Cold food must be stored below 8 degrees centigrade. Best practice is 5 degrees centigrade. Undercooked food also encourages bacterial growth. And that's it for temperature control. In this module, we learned that supervisors hold the front line in ensuring the proper temperature control of food to prevent foodborne illness and maintain hygiene. Have a good day, and see you in the next video.